Hello there, I'm Dennis. Today I'm going to go through an Arch installation all the way from the beginning to the end, ending up with an xfce fully functionable xfce desktop. I got to thinking, I've done other Arch videos. I'm wondering exactly how long one takes from start to finish. Most of the videos you see on YouTube at this point, in my experience, is they'll start and then they'll just leave you hanging somewhere, or not tell you what they had to do to get the audio to work, or get Discover to work in Plasma, or anything such as that. That's the reason why I'm doing this. I wanted to see just how fast, from start to finish, how long it would take to install Arch. So it tells you to start with the ping. Instead of pinging, I usually do the pacman-syy to sync the package database. It's usually to my chagrin as well, because it seems to take longer than just a ping. But anyway, we're going to take care of that. I'm going to take a note here of actually how long, or actually, yeah, I'm going to start at the beginning here. And we started at 8:25. First thing we got to do is set our time date. Set -ntp space true. Hit enter. Up arrow brings that command back. If you take all that out and hit enter, you'll see that the time and date has been set. So now I'm going to partition the disk, and I like to use an CF disk. And I'm going to use the arrow key to, we're going to give it 2 gigs of Linux swap. Arrow key down, select new. I'm going to split this 40 gig in half by 20. And that's going to be our primary, and it's going to be bootable. That'll be SDA2. Down arrow and hit enter. Get out of, we're going to have to write the full word yes. Quit. It syncs the disk, brings us back to the command prompt. So now we got to make a file system. First thing I usually do is make swap, and this is going to be on device SDA1. Now I got to turn that swap on. Hit enter. Now we're going to make a file system. .ext4. We're going to make that on device SDA2. That's our bootable partition. Now we up arrow, take the 2 back out, or out, and replace it with the 3. Now we got to mount that. So we're going to mount device SDA2 2/MNT. Hit enter. Now we need a directory because we got a home folder in what would be our D drive in Windows. So hit enter. Now we got to mount that. We're going to mount it on device SDA3 on mount/home. Hit enter. Okay, now we're going to install a program called Reflector, and that'll speed up our, should, in theory, speed up our downloads, because we're fixing the pack strap, which is a script that it takes to replace our pick our mirror list. So we got Reflector space -- verbose, because we want to see what's happening. Space -- country. We're going to specify single quote United space states single quote out space. We're going to say age, which is how many we're going to keep. 25. We're going to give it the protocol of HTTPS for security, and we're going to say sort rate and save in etc pacman.d/mirror list. Hit enter. Check my spelling. Must have got it right. Okay, it's doing its thing. It's verbose. Alright, I'm clear the screen. Now it's time to packstrap. Packstrap space /mnt, that's where we're going to install it at. Base devel, even though that's left out of the wiki now, we still need it because it brings in sudo, among other things. We'll get the Linux kernel, plain old vanilla kernel. Linux firmware. We're going to get nano because we're going to need it. Going to get network manager. Going to get a network manager applet base. Now we're going to get some stuff that the wiki says they left out that we're going to need. So text info, the man-db, and man-pages. And we're going to reinstall Reflector because right now it's not installed on the hard drive, but this will put it there. Okay, hit enter. Alright, so this is a almost 500 meg download, but install size is it's a little over 2 gigs. So we got the packstrap. And that's at 831. So I'm going to leave the video going so that you know exactly, and I know exactly how long it takes. Started packstrap at 831. Next thing we're going to do when this is finished is we're going to generate a file system table, and then we can arch to root into our hard drive. At this point right now we're still on our ISO image, whether it be an ISO image in VirtualBox or whether it be a USB flash drive and you've booted up to it, or a CD-ROM drive. Right now anything that it's stored, it has stored it in our RAM, and it's not on our hard drive. When we arch to root, we'll arch to root over to the hard drive. So at that point, anything that we do, or it arch does, we do, it will actually install it onto the hard drive, which is what we're looking for. Completed operating system. So it's flying pretty good compared to that original Pacman-SYY. Some of these are coming in pretty quick. Still not as fast as it could be. There's one coming in at 3 megs. Now we wait. Go ahead and get this ready. Know what time we got to the Gen FS tab. That tells us exactly how long the packstrap install took. So far it's taken less than 10 minutes, and that includes the actual boot up time. It's getting toward the bottom of our list. See, WPA supplicant comes in right here as well. That came in off the base devel, if I'm not mistaken. That's one of the things you're probably going to need, especially if you're on a laptop with a Wi-Fi connection. While I got a pause here, I can also say this, that anytime I've installed Arch on a laptop, whether it be a Dell, a Toshiba, or HP, all three work the same. I forgot what I was talking about. have to edit that out. Can't remember even now what I was talking about. So just verify this. This was a 2 gig installation. Oh, I was talking about the WPA supplicant and Wi-Fi's and laptops. It's been my experience that I can get the Wi-Fi to work during the initial install. That's because you can run Wi-Fi menu and it'll search for your Wi-Fi card. Most of the time, or all in my cases, it's had it. All I had to do was type in the passcode and I was online. However, when I rebooted back into my live environment, I was not online. So I would plug in I got a dongle where I plug in an Ethernet cable into the USB drive, go online that way, and as soon as I do that, it immediately recognizes that I have a Wi-Fi, and I can repeat the procedure by typing in the passcode, and it works. I can't say that'll work for everybody, but that's the easiest way I have found. Otherwise, you're fighting with an WPA supplicant dialog, netctl, and some other programs. So it's just easier for me. All right, so we're down into the install state. Is they gonna make it before 8:40? We're still in the 8:30s. Let's see. Installing Linux firmware. Creating system user accounts. Updating. I think it said video. It's a good thing about recording these. You can actually put them on pause and see. Like right there, you can see it run make init CPIO, and the Arch wiki is unclear on whether you should do that step or not. I've did it both ways. I can't tell any significant difference in anything, or even minute difference. Okay, 8:38. Finished the download. That wasn't fast or bad. 7 minutes from the packstrap command. Now I'm going to generate our FS tab using the dash capital U for the UUIDs. I'm going to put that in Mount Etsy FS tab. Make sure it's spelt right. Hit enter. Now I'm going to check it by cat, C-A-T, space, /MNT, /ETC, FS tab. And there they are. So clear the screen. Now we're going to get over to our actual hard drive where the packstrap script just installed our programs. So we're going to have to deal with the local time first. ln space -sf /user USR /SHAER /zone info, all one word. In my case, it's America /Chicago because they're in the central time zone like I am, and we're going to put that in Etsy local time, all one word. Now we got to set the hardware clock. HW CLOCK --SYSTOHC space --UTC. Now right here is where I normally do some tweaks, and also I'm going to enable the network manager so that I don't forget to do that, and we won't have any problems getting online. Hit enter. Alright, we got Symlink saying it was installed and turned on or enabled. Alright, now I'm going to do another tweak that I like to do. Nano Etsy ETC Pacman .conf. Go down to the miscellaneous options here, uncomment color, uncomment verbose package list, and add capital I, L, lowercase OVE, capital CANDY, hit enter. Now scroll down to the bottom. We're going to take out the multi-lib hash marks, uncomment, comment them, so that we can utilize 32-bit software on our 64-bit system. Going to clear the screen. Now, get back into the installation here. So, nano space /etc /locale.gen. Then we're going to, when we're sure that's right, hit enter. Use your arrow key and scroll down and find your language. In my case, I'm looking for English US. And there it is. So I'm going to uncomment it by removing the hash marks or pound symbols. But I'm going to do it on the US ISO as well. Control O and nano writes you out, enter. Control X to get out, Control L to clean the screen. Alright. Now, we're going to let the computer generate our locale by locale-gen or -gen. Alright, so now we got to have a host name. So that's nano xfce host. Is that right? Wait a minute. We've got to go back to our locale.conf. So xfce locale.conf. And the very thing that we uncommented, we're going to put that back in here. So in my case, it was capital LANG equals lowercase en underscore capital US dot UTF -8. Control O to write out when you're sure. Hit enter. Control X to get out of nano. Control L to clean the screen. Okay. Now we need a host name. So nano etc/host name. Because I'm so creative, I'm going to put in arch, capital ARCH. Hit O, Control O, enter, Control X, clear the screen. Now we got to edit our host plural file. So that's nano xfce hosts. When you get in there, you go to scroll down, arrow down, and use 127.0.0.1, tab over, local host, all one word, ::1, tab, local host, all one word, 127.0.1.1, our host name is capital ARCH, period, local domain, all one word, tab over, ARCH. You sure all the numbers and letters are right? Hit enter or Control O to get out of it or write it out. Enter to confirm. Control exit to leave. Control X to exit. Control L cleans the screen. Now I need a password. So that's PASSWD. Hit enter. Type your new password and redo it. Now we got to add a user, and that's going to be me. And here comes a bunch of groups. So we're going to add ourselves to the sys group, log group, games, network, floppy, scanner, power, comma, admin, comma, wheel, comma, audio, comma, disk, comma, input, comma, LP, KVM, in case we use a virtual machine, driven by KVM, optical, storage, comma, video, comma, users, comma, RF, kill. Now I'm going to leave the S command out right here. And I'm doing this on purpose so that you can see what happens. This gives you the flags right here. And if you look down near the bottom, it says -S indicates the shell, the login shell of the new account. So if you want to use some other ones, here's a definition of them right here. I've discovered this by accident or by mistake, however you want to look at it. Alright, so is that an M or an N? It's got to be an M. I'm going to make sure. Alright, so that's right. And go back to I'm checking the spelling, make sure everything else. It's got to be spelt right, or it wouldn't be. It would say it couldn't find it, or it wasn't a group. I have did that mistake too. So far we look good. Now, space dash S space bin bash new user Dennis. Groups and my name, and there we go. Now, Dennis needs a password. Alright, so Dennis is a user, he's got a password, now he needs sudo rights. So I'm going to say capital EDITOR equals nano lowercase space by sudo. Hit enter. Now we're going to scroll all the way down, or most of the way down, to the user privilege specifications, and underneath where it says root, we're going to add our name, capital ALL equals parentheses, capital ALL space, capital ALL, hit enter. Scroll down to the next lines where it says wheel all. We're going to uncomment that. Remove the hash mark. We're going to go down one more. Remove the hash mark from that. When you're sure everything's right, Control O to write it out. Enter to confirm. Control X to leave. Control L cleans the screen. Now let's see. At this point, we're going to get some stuff, but I don't want to have to wait through it. If we already have it, we don't need to reinstall it. So we're going to preface this with dash needed. We're going to get some USB utils, so our new system will actually recognize a USB drive by giving it GB file system. We're going to go ahead and give it NTFS-3G, so it can recognize a Windows thumb drive. Git, wget, YAJL, YAJL. We're going to include base devel and multi-lib devel. Oh, MDADM. Target not found. I thought I checked my spelling. I didn't know devel devic. Okay, so since we did the included or needed, we got to sync. I know how to fix that. When it says it can't find your database, sync them SYY, and then try your command again. So here we go. We got a 42 meg download, 200 right at 13 meg install. Let's see, we started at 825. It's now 840. So we did the GenFS tab at 838. By the way, on this VirtualBox, I gave it 2 cores of CPU, and I gave it 4 gigabytes of RAM. Next step here is to install Grub. Right, get it close to writing the time down here. A little guide to go by. All right, install Grub at 8:56. Okay, Pacman-S, GRUB, hit enter. I'm always amazed how fast that comes up. It's like it's sitting there waiting on you. Okay. Now we got a grub install. GRUB dash install space dash dash. Gonna give it a target equals I386 dash PC space device SDA. Make sure that's all spelt right. Hit enter. What we're looking for is installation complete and no errors reported. Then the next step will be grub configuration, and at that point we can reboot if we wanted to. And the base install is complete. However, we still need some stuff. And since I know this is going to come on an xfce desktop, I'm going to go ahead and get some of the stuff we need in order for the sound drivers to work. No matter what I've installed Arch on or xfce on, I've always had alright, no error reported. I'll be quiet for a second and type. So all that's good. Now we're going to say grub dash mk config space dash 0 or O I mean for output to /boot /grub cfg. Hit enter. Anyway, I've always had a problem with the sound and I had to figure out what I needed. Okay, that's true. Now we're going to start getting some graphical stuff. So gonna get XOR apps, XOR drivers. Wait a minute. I do this all the time. Alright, let me get back on the right screen here. Now we can get some stuff. Pacman space dash capital S. We're gonna get Xorg. Gonna get Xorg drivers. Gonna get Xorg dash apps. Gonna get Xorg xinit. Gonna get Xorg apps. I done writ that down. I done writ that down. Get out of that. I think that's it on the Xorg. Yeah. So hit enter to all these questions. It's asking you basically, there's so many groups in each one of those Xorg packages. Do you want to install each one? Answer is yes. That's why I asked for it. Okay, so this is the foundation, the base of a desktop environment. And our next step, when this gets through, will be installing xfce4. Let's see. 854. So, okay, Pacman dash S xfce4 space xfce4 dash GOODIES goodies. We're going to get xdg dash user dash DIRS because we got a home folder and we need our documents and music and pictures and all that. And here's the sound stuff I know we're going to need in xfce. Also plugins, also utils, pulse audio, and Pavu control. Hit enter. Hit enter. Hit enter. Okay, this is a 1/4 of a gig install, 250 meg. Pretty light. Now we're going to need a login manager when this gets through. And when this does get through, you could also install anything else you wanted, like Firefox or GNOME disk utility or any software that you know that you're going to need, you could go ahead and install it so that when you get into your live environment, it's already there waiting on you. In my case, I like getting into my desktop environment as quickly as possible, and then I can just insert a USB drive, get my notes off of that, and copy and paste them into my terminal. It is so much quicker than typing out everything. But ordinarily, I do go ahead and get some stuff like Firefox, Qubit torrent. Okay, install is taking place. It's checking the keys, the integrity of the downloaded packages. Now, when this gets through, we're going to need a little light DM. So, clear the screen, Pacman dash capital S, light DM space, light DMs dash GTK dash greeter space, light DM dash GTK dash greeter dash settings. Hit enter. This is just a small, it won't take long. Alright, most important part though. System CTL space enable space light DM most important dot service. Be sure that's right. Hit enter. And we got a symlink saying it was created. Buddy, we can boot into our live environment now. Couldn't remember if I installed Pulse Audio, so it's better to check now. So I'm going to exit Chroot. I'm going to umount, U-M-O-U-N-T, space dash capital R, space slash MNT. Okay, now we can reboot back into our XFCE beautiful desktop environment. And here we're going to select existing OS. I didn't remove the ISO at this point, but you would have removed your flash drive or CD-ROM. We got Grub. Couldn't wait, so hit enter. Anxious anticipation. I want to see a mouse and then a login window. There we go. That's a good sign. My only trusted password. Now we want to see the XFCE mouse. Oh, there he is. Fine, nice. Let's run an update, although there should not be anything. Sudo pacman dash capital SYYU to force it to try to upgrade. Or force it to sync. Nothing left to do. And because I installed let's just show you. Since I installed those, I guess you call them drivers for the sound, we got sound. Very nice. Turn system sounds way up, even though they're not enabled at this point. Nice. So you can see all the options you get right there. Whatever works for you. I have found that no single method works in both. Seems like all computers are slightly different. You know, to me it does. Alright. Okay. That's not producing any volume because it's in my headphone for one thing, and that's the system sound volume. That's it. We're time shut down time. We're installed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.